the chip, I told my folks back home, so long. I moved my family and my to a place where it's warm. I'm back in championship condition. I can't resist all this winning. It's like me and success built a farm. So let's stay brief. I'm in a rush in TSA, they trying to x-ray me. I made my so bad that an ex can't speak. The only way to make a litter is a leak, a little. I'm just around. Yeah, the world, am I wrong? I'm in the VIP 100 strong. Hustlers yelling from the bleachers, put me on. I ran it up, ain't take me long. My life a story out of Psalms, and I can put that on my mother first. Born in my city, I'm King Kong, Kim Jong-un. To me, you like this small. Say, I probably meant with a cause. I'm in a 5-star hotel suite with a Swiss, then I'm gone. Pinky ring of a dawn. Bad boy like I'm Sean. I'm like GoldenEye Bond. That's 25 inch beam scoping out harm. Gon' hide from us with polka dots on. You just drawn. You probably heard when I brought a Rollie, AP in the Cardi after that watch. I've been back home 50 times since all the rumors. I'm chillin'. These with me keep asking me what we doing. I'm bored. Hey yo, hey yo, hit boy, we gonna get goggles. We spraying it. We going to Ilios. Tell them open the back room up for us. Let's go. And I'm Braun. After the chip, I told my folks back home, so long. I moved my family and my to a place where it's warm. I'm back in championship condition. I can't resist all this winning. It's like me and success built a farm.
Behind this, I dog me. Hey, I went too good at math. On God, I run with problem solvers. Hey, I'm a money harlot. Not even all of it. People falling. Gotta go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Bro, that's beyond me. Get on side me. I don't party. My money Scotty. So I try me. Harley. Harley. I say, fuck like I won't go hit Harney. Look just like Barney, and I live it, you record it. Daytime, he performing. Nighttime, I'm performing. No, got it parted. Why she think she important? Hey, old time, you know I ain't getting enough. I like my boy, she 5, son. I'm tired, I'm way too big. You know you weak.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous, his size at 7 foot. He doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
Here's Ball. Rebounded by Lopez.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. A bit of a tweener, but Miles Bridges finds ways to show up in the box score doors.
Well, you know he's looking to score, Brian, first and foremost. Easy to set up as he can attack from virtually anywhere. No matter what, you know that Bridges is going to get you some buckets.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Here's Rollins. Can't connect from 14.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Down low. Here's Williams. Out to Bridges. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Here's Rollins. Inside. Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Oh, Kyle Kuzma off his feet in a hurry. Nice finish.
And Ball gets it to go.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
It's Prince on the wing. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Charles Lee. Allie, what do you have to offer?
Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Prince. It's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Mark Williams. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Milwaukee.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Hornets trail by 5. The Hornets are in the midst of a playoff drought. Their last appearance was 2015, Doors.
Yeah, B.A., that's the longest active streak in the league, not something you love to be associated with. And listen, like other organizations, they've hit on some draft picks, they've missed on some draft picks. A lot of the problem has been injuries that have plagued this organization.
Milwaukee shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
For 3, Bridges. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. And, yep, it's good. Antetokounmpo has got 9.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Ball. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
59 seconds left in the first quarter. The Bucks leading by 5. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. The 3 from Prince. Diabate grabs the board. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up to Charlotte. Bridges outside. To the inside. Diabate. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
If you leave a teammate of LaMelo Ball that wide open, I promise you he will find him.
Kuzma outside. The 3 from Prince. Hits a three-pointer. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Hornets trail by 6. Here's Diabate. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Not the tallest center in the league, he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The teardrop falls off target. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9.
The Bucks, 16.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Curry's shot is off.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Pass to Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Curry looking it over. The three. Knocks down the long J.
I mean, the range of Seth Curry is astounding. This guy, if he steps across half court, you better have a hand up.
And Giannis with the jam.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Both teams deciding to change it up. Hornets trail by 5. To the middle. And Williams punches it home.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut. And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Williams misses.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And the Hornets making a change here.
Personal foul. Substitution for your Hornets. Number 10.
Now Curry. Bridges outside. Here's Williams. Tipped away. Portis with the steal. Trent on the wing. From behind the arc. Another shot. Launches it. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. And now an 8-point Bucks lead.
Pre-shot preparation, so important. You have to be ready to rise and fire as soon as that ball touches your hands. Gary Trent Jr., yes, sir.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Out to Bridges. Let's go with a three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Outside Porter. Fires the three. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
Outside man. Pass to Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Can they get it? Just 5 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. It's blocked.
The timing from Porter Jr. on the rejection, you couldn't ask for better defense from him.
It's Portis, high post. Out left to the wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
one thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Ryan, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Pass to Bridges. Back to man. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ball. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Man with a double team. Pass to Rollins. Gets the three to fall. Rollins has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's man. Back to Ball. 17-foot shot on the way. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Drills it from deep. Prince has got 6. 7 seconds left in the second period. And here's Green from the arc. They get the rebound. Diabate. And so it's Milwaukee leading by 17 at the end of the period. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back after this word. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let them get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Kuzma, that's good.
Always solid from deep. Kyle Kuzma, you can't leave that guy open beyond the arc.
Green for 3. The shot, no good. The Bucks leading by 22. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Over to the left wing. Here's Ball. Rejected by Lopez. They retain possession. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be might be all it takes.
From deep. Charlotte, no good that time either.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Rollins. Now Kuzma. This one for three. Ball with the rebound. Down low. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Oh! And he dunks it down.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Curry from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
This guy doesn't need a whole lot of space, right? Seth Curry's so good at finding his window as a pick-and-roll basketball player.
And there's a defensive 3-second call.
The ball goes to the line.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
At the line for the Bucks, Taurean Prince.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
What we know about Taurean Prince is he's a terrific competitor who knows he's going to lay it all out on the floor every night. For coaches, that is such an invaluable trait.
Hornets trail by 21. Looking to get it going. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And the Bucks making a change here. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
Boy, smart decision from Kuzma right there. Skilled getting the basketball to his teammate.
And Ball gets it to go.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
Milwaukee leading by 19. Pass to Portis. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
And here's Porter outside. Hornets with the rebound. Just done. After 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Miller. No good from outside.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in this position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
Left side, Porter. Portis outside. Clock at 6. Outside for Green. The three is up. Rebounded by Nurkic. Hornets trail by 20. Back to Miller. Ball outside. Outside, Williams. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Pass to Portis. Now here's Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside, Williams. And Charlotte, another three. Outside, Green. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Bucks ahead, leading by 14. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Bucks leading by 14. Pass to Trent. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Trent. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Curry. Fires the 3. Porter pulls it in. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. To the inside. Antetokounmpo. Bam! Antetokounmpo has got 21.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Here's Curry. Outside, Williams. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Green. 3-on-3. 4th quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Portis outside. 3-pointer. That one no good. Hornets trail by 16. Here's Curry. Giannis with the rebound. Pass to Trent. Outside, Green. Antetokounmpo is doubled. An open look for Porter. And the Bucks getting another bucket right there.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Back to Curry. Six on the shot clock. It's stolen by Trent. On the wing, Green. Portis outside. Outside Porter. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
You can see why they go to this.
By the shades though, then I clean my ride. Take the off the seat, you know they. I never posted this one, so they don't know it's my whip. I'm all on FaceTime with it. I'm kinda love how the talk is so appealing. You heartbroke, contemplating about. I free that. Bounce back with 6, 2017. I was spending that on rent, and you ain't gotta like me. It's some that will. You can talk on YouTube, but I'm making these meals. My crib's so ducked off, I can bike when I feel. And I really be sparing you. Pull up in that 992 and yo, know what's going on. Actually, that you know what's good. 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 You know what's good.
40 G's for some furniture. I keep outside. Stop by the shades though. Then I clean my ride. Take the off the seats. You know they never posted this one, so they don't know it's my whip.
Take me to the dark side, baby. Stuck inside a daydream. Hold me on the dark side. side, hold me on the dark side, only on the dark side, baby. We could take a night drive, maybe, crash into the starlight, baby. We could do it all night, we could do it all night, only on the dark side, baby. All my friends, they call you crazy, but I've been thinking about you lately. We can turn the lights off, we can turn the lights off, only on the dark side, baby. Take me to the dark side, baby. Stuck inside a daydream lately. Hold me on the dark side, hold me on the dark side, only on the dark side, baby. We could take a night drive, maybe, crash into the starlight, baby. We could do it all night, we could do it all night, only on the dark side, baby. All my friends, they call me crazy, I've been thinking about you lately. We can turn the lights off, we can turn the lights off, only on the dark side, baby. Sunrise in your eyes.
Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. Now here's Maxey. Pass to Grimes. And here is Maxey. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Holiday. Outside White. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Out to Oubre. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside, Brown. Porzingis, high post. Back to Brown. Pass to Porzingis. The kick out to White. 6 to shoot. Inside. Here's Brown. Ooh, nice D from George.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Celtics ball.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. Here's hoping this will help them build some offensive energy. It took a while to hit that first shot.
Pass to Brown. Right side, Tatum. Right side, White. And Grimes pulls it down. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Embiid. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Tatum from long range. And the three-pointer goes.
This team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning." That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night.
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Now here's Embiid. Out to Oubre. Beyond the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
George with a steal. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw this game. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
And it's good. 2 points.
He deked the defenders there, and they thought Maxey was going to dish to a big, but instead, he kept it and scored.
Hauser. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Maxey, that's good.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Hauser. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Brown. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Well, you got to foul Brown harder than this because he does convert well through contact.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Here's Yabusele. Here's Embiid. To the paint. And Embiid throws it down.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead.
The Celtics.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Here's Tatum. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
To the inside. Embiid can't hit. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. 7-point differential. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
First team foul. Celtics substitution. Torrey Craig.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball. If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Here's Lowry. Boston pulls it in. Tatum with it. Oubre picks him up. Pass to Holiday. The three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The Sixers lead by 5. Here's Lowry. Got it. Good job in the low post.
You gotta love the fearless attitude of Lowry. Nice job getting inside and executing.
Here's Craig to the middle. Left side Tatum. And Tatum fires one home.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And then Embiid with the dunk.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good position.
Porzingis for 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. And here are the Sixers now. Pass to Embiid. Back to Lowry. Out to Gordon. Outside Oubre. And here's Embiid. Unable to get that one. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And finished off by Tatum.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. The Sixers lead by 5. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, Coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Bona. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Yeah, smart play there by Maxey. Opening things up for someone with the pick and roll.
Pass to Porzingis. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Even though Porzingis can shoot over anyone, he still does all the little things that make a difference.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Philadelphia leading by 3. Down low. And George with the jam.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Rebound by Philadelphia. Maxey on the wing. 5 points in the game. Oubre can't hit. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
And Maxi's got the ball here for Philadelphia, leading by 5. Here's Drummond, and it's Cornette with a rebound. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Brown inside. Pass to Pritchard for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Drummond with the screen. Maxey, that's good. Maxi's got 7.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Off target at the rim. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Sixers ahead, up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Holiday with the ball. Still no points. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And we don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Back to White. Outside Holiday. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, showing off his competitive fire. Holiday was eager to get a 3 of his own.
Embiid. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the 76ers lead by 4. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Embiid with a steal. Now here's George. Here's Embiid. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Back to Brown. Tatum from long range. It's hauled in by Oubre.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Holiday with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Kick out to Brown. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Boston. Philadelphia leading by 6. Pass to Oubre. And here's Embiid. Outside Maxey. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Pass to Maxey. Let's go with a 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Maxey's got 10 points in the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here are the Sixers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Seems like Lowry always knows where his teammates are.
Brown with a screen. It's Brown on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia leading by 6. Pass to Gordon. Here's McCain. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Hauser. Off the mark there with a 3.
Why's my man talking about inshallah? These times he don't even pray. Why's my man wearing a Jesus piece? How does she squeeze in them jeans? Got to little bro like PVA. Paid already, I don't need no hit song. We don't need ID. Little bro 17 in the club, he ain't scrolling TikTok. F's just saw him up. Which one? Who do you want, bro? Pick one. If I shoot my shot, matter of time till I get them all ticked off. Alright, we could go ban for ban.
We can go M for M.
$250,000 for the Maybach truck.
Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90, the years, the versions, the bribes, I'm really a threat.
It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear.
Bro, I do it for some shoes and some clothes. You'll see what it'll do for a necklace. Right, sure, look like a spider is crawling $1 on just the accessories. She made me wanna go harder. I like a whole aura. I think I'm obsessed with her. Birthday, the worst way. He had a wish. I get right under their skin. I don't even try. I guess I can't help it. I'ma have love for bro for life. We talk or not, I step with. Of course you could beat me at talking. Ain't no back and forth until we catch up with it. And making the opposite mad. I didn't fall in love with it. You can't sell fish with a cute one. Bank account look good. It's a new one. You the type like the type on computers. Got a mask, but he ain't no. Top 10, but she don't act bougie. Me and your friends, you can go to Aruba. Hit friends, it depend on my mood. Maybe back then, this ain't no Uber.
We could go ban for ban.
We can go M for M. Mama got a body like Kim and them. Mama been killing that gym. We can go watch from change the rings on.
Welcome everyone to Atlanta, the home of the Hawks, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Wembanyama outside, and Fox gets it to go.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. 4-point game. Okongwu a screen. Young, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Spurs working the ball around now. Fox looking it over. Pass to Wembanyama. Can't connect from short range.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
It's Young on the wing. The 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. He had a list of concerns coming in tonight, not the least of which was matching up with De'Aaron Fox. He said it's not just the speed, though that obviously is an issue. It's that Fox has also become so good at dictating tempo and getting you to play his style. That's something they can't allow. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Fox, following the basket by Trae Young. Back to Fox. Rebound by the Hawks. Takes it inside. The kick out to Young. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Oh, great look there. Young off a pass would normally knock those down.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Now, here's Okongwu. Here's Gay. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Out to the wing. 4 on the clock. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Spurs trail by 6. Down low. Here's Barnes. Wembanyama looking it over. Hall. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
And here's Young from the arc. 1:20 left to play in the first quarter. Barnes. Okongwu grabs the board. To the paint. Sweet move. And it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got 10 points.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
1:03 left to play here in the first. All up top. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Here's Wallace. Pass to Niang. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Wembanyama. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Here's Mann. Carlo's shot is good.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Now here's Paul. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Niang. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the inside. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 6.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Here's Mann. Carries it from three-point range.
How can we forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Over to the wing. Spurs working the ball around now. The shot's good from Paul.
The defense cannot give Paul any airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Pass to Mann. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Mann's got 5 points now this quarter. It's tipped. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Barlow. Finish off the break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
San Antonio again turning it over. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance. Saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Sohan. Atlanta with the rebound. Pass to Okongwu. To the middle. Here's Gay. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs trailed by 6. Jumps up. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Rizachet.
We all know that Fox can score, but there he is reminding you that he can also drop some dimes.
I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
A tight game here in Atlanta. Fast to Castle. Johnson outside. Now, Sohan. Here's Castle. Defended by Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fox goes in. Count that one. And now just a 1-point Hawks lead.
And Fox can hurt you from there, especially when he's shooting with confidence.
Pass to Rizachet. Young from outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Fast break. Here we go. And here's Daniels. Rizachet with it. No scoring in this one. A second chance effort. Rebounded by Castle. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 1. There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Pass to Daniels. And Okongwu slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
The kick out to Barnes. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And the dunk by Sohan.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Young outside. From the wing. He can't hit that time. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Hawks ahead, up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Pass to Shea. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young's shot is off. San Antonio trailing here. Inside, Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's Shea missing. Pass to Wembanyama. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Pass to Young. Fires the three. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Pass to Castle. Vassell left side. Here's Castle. They set the pick. Lets a floater go. Back to Young. Okongwu with it. The three. And they will call over the back on the play.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, it's one thing to be aggressive hot shot. It's another thing to get reckless. He's got to stay under control.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
The drive by Paul. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. The Hawks leading. Fires from deep. Barnes grabs the miss. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Back to Wallace. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Paul picks up that. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And it's Vassell in the corner. The offensive rebound. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And the Spurs pushing it up now. And the dunk by Sohan.
The basketball genius of Paul in action, finding those chances to set his guys up.
And here's LeVert. Wallace outside. For three. Sinks the triple. Wallace has got 5 points now this quarter. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
To the wing on the left. Back to Paul. Pass to Biyombo. Up and in on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 1.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Wallace outside. He nails the buzzer beater.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the final.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Now Fox. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. It's deflected. Fox with the steal. Victor Wembanyama.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Wallace looking for an opening. Pass to Barlow. 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Barnes. Fox with it. He's picked up by LeVert. Barnes left side. Vassell wide open. The second effort. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. Now, Coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing, keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Now, let's get this game even. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Fox. And Fox with the jam.
So difficult trying to keep pace with Fox, especially when this man is on a break.
Here's Young. To end the run. Over to the left wing. Barlow hits it from three-point range.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. On the wing, Barnes shoots the three. Barlow grabs the rebound. The Hawks trailed by 3. Daniels with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Daniels. Now, here's Fox. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Wembanyama with the bucket.
What a savvy pass by Fox. This is a guy who really sees all angles on the floor.
To the paint. Here's Gay. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Pass to Castle. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
Young's shot is off. San Antonio leading by 3. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Vassell outside. 3-pointer, Fox. Sinks the 3-pointer. Fox has got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
And when Fox, he's hitting consistently from deep, it opens up the floor for him and his teammates.
Pass to Gay. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. .144 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
Pass to Okongwu. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Castle. 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Hawks trailed by 8. To the inside. The kick out to Young. Will it go? Barnes grabs the miss.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right.
Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back, you don't need no one help you inspire, Baby, let's make a movie, come with me, know that I'm choosy, I need you to back it up, that ain't fast enough, you know I'm man enough, and I don't play about it, you know that about it, I like the way your body is that too obvious, okay, I like your confidence, oh, that's what could come in, it's okay, like Kalani's, glad you like Kalani's, okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramoni, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back, you don't need no one help you inspire,
Jimmy popping pain. Can't take any more of these, or I might just find what I left in vain. Just gave this the kiss of life. It won't switch on me, it's by my side just like Sade. But I left her in a daze. I put freedom up in his sat nav. Now it's telling me relocate. I was in the car in Ace, I was in space with Lola Ace. Went banging on Faraday, things just ain't the same. Might link me a drone from, prefer me a drone from ends. Hold hands on the side of the grave. I can't do blubs anymore when I turn 24, might turn PA. Salute to all of my demons, we had a party, they're bumping. Wish I could tell you a different fable, but honestly same. I was like honey like Weiss and Mus, but I lost my brain.
We'll see the Memphis Grizzlies and the Sacramento Kings. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Pass to Bain. Morant scanning the floor. Good work there as it goes. Morant's got the game going here with the first basket for the Grizzlies. Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Murray, no good. Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. Rebound collected by Levine.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's DeRozan. Misses off the right iron.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And here's Morant. And he gets it to go.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. To the inside. There's Levine.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's DeRozan. Overwhelmed. And it's DeRozan missing. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Murray outside. Back to Ellis. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And it's off from three-point range. Memphis leading by 4. And Memphis making a change here.
First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Sabonis with the steal. And they're on the break. Levine with it. He's picked up by Morant. Pass to Sabonis. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
I like how aggressive Sabonis is inside. He just has a feel for how to score down there. Being left-handed also helps.
So timeout called here, but first for Memphis. So both teams changing it up here. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Morant. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Ja Morant was a great player, but he became a star once he learned how to dominate pick and rolls.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
2 points. That one goes.
And look at the inside presence already for Murray. It'll be fun to watch this young man grow.
Kane. No good. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And RJ Malik Monk has evolved into an elite bench threat.
Has always had the game for that role. Letting him be that spark plug guy suits him perfectly. And when he's hot, he is as dangerous as anyone in this league.
Memphis trailing here. On the wing, Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. Back to Sabonis. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Bagley with the rebound. Down low. And stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Sabonis leading the way. Great D that time from Bagley. It's all tied in Sacramento. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter.
The Grizzlies, 10.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation. This is why Sabonis' teammates look to set him up for alley-oops. This is the type of chemistry that they have.
Pass to Kennard. Jackson in the corner. Here's Bagley. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Sabonis. And here's Levine. Outside, Sabonis. From deep three-point territory. Bagley with the rebound.
Sacramento foul. Ellis. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Timeout call for Grizzlies. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Pass to DeRozan. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pippen with it. Picked up by Ellis. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Back to DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. No one near him.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Left side, Bain. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Good on the shot. Now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside for Murray. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Memphis leading by 3. Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Here's Ellis. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Bain. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
It's good.
DeRozan has every shot, but that mid-range, yeah, that's his bread and butter.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Wells. Inside. Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
To the paint. Ellis, that's good.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
To the middle. Here's Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. On the wing, Bain. 5 to shoot. Outside for Jackson. Good on the triple. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
On the wing, Murray. Pass to Levine. Changes up. And he sinks the layup. Levine's got his second basket of the game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Outside Jackson. Here's Heaney. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And so it's Jaren Jackson making highlights for the Memphis Grizzlies. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Sabonis, that's good.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Kennard on the wing.
Third personal foul. First team foul. In for your teams. Number 17.
Outside, Bagley. Inside, Grant. That one misses. Great defense that time from Ellis. Here's Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Here's Morant. Count it. Morant's got 10 points. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. They recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Here's Valanciunas. Good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
He saw a path to the rim, and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop him.
R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
And it's Morant missing. The Kings trailed by 5. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Levine with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Kick out to Levine. And Levine with the slam.
The ball handling skills of Levine, outstanding at creating for himself.
The baseline J. And it's Morant missing. Outside Levine. Got a hand on it. It's stolen by Monk. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop.
Boy, that's some great speed. Athletically, Levine is just a step above most people.
Hit the floor. Yeah, what's up? What's happening, dog? What's going on? Hit the floor. Yeah, we said it all. Yeah, let's set the tone. Hit the floor. Yeah, what's up? What's happening, dog? What's going on? Hit the floor. Yeah, we said it all. Yeah, let's set the tone. Hit the floor.
My pocket don't break up like a large Lego, like the head of a crow. Stay down like the 10 on my toes, like a Kim Scott. I can show you the ropes. Hyperventilating, hyperbolic chamber, hyperthermia. My neck is on throws. This that keeper, like I can't see in this. Why they on my? Because of all the money that I get. Yo, wouldn't even touch you, but if I want to, like Rich, y'all got 'em sitting. Check the playbook cause I'm out the place. Like shout like Blanc. That's it, in the tropic with the chocolate bunny. That's quick, see the block done built up. Tetris, yeah, I see the looking funny. Peasants, yeah, I know why they uncomfortable. My presence, and I pull up a convertible. Press this, and I need to know the measurements by the metric. Cause I'm about to fly like it's electric. Hit the floor, 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 like that. Hit the floor, 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 like that. What's happening, dog? What's going on? Hit the floor. Yeah, we said it all. Yeah, let's set the tone. Hit the floor. Yeah, what's up? What's happening, dog? What's going on? Hit the floor. Yeah, we said it all. Yeah, let's set the tone. Hit the floor. Hit the floor. I left the flow. Be talking. Just give me the go. Just give me the go.
I wanna get dope. I wanna get dope. Take it or leave it or lose it, we gon' get some more. We'll never go broke. Family rockin' diamonds, blinding while you eyeing it. Lately I most of my motion been focused on hits. When I start going, it's gon' hit the flow. Like it's a couple of fingers right out of my pocket, I throw it up. Yeah, like up.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Berry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here's Pritchard. Back to Porzingis. And Grant, having a lengthy bench, so important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
So it's Oklahoma City now. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Holmgren. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Here's Pritchard. Inside. Here's Porzingis. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Uses the glass on the layup.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Tatum. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
To the inside. Dort. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 3. Into the lane. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And Pritchard, here we go. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Pass to Holmgren. Now Hartenstein. Defended by Porzingis. Hartenstein, no good. So it's Boston now. Here's Tatum. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Oklahoma City now. It's Dort on the wing. Williams from long range. Rebound Boston.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Tatum. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
We don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We're talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Thank you for that, Allie. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Oklahoma City trailing. Williams with the screen. Wiggins outside. Pass to Holmgren. No good off the back of the rim.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Now here's Tatum. Give him 8. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Just 4 to shoot. The drive by Tatum. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Williams. Tatum with a steal. Craig inside. Yet to see a basket. Tatum can't hit.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. He put together 10. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
First team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. It's good. Williams has got his first basket.
Well, involving guys with your eyes and seeing plays like this, that's a beautiful play by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Cornette. Back to Brown. Outside Craig. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer off the mark. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Wallace up top. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
The floater. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Celtics trail by 4. Outside, Brown. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Wiggins. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
Well, a level of engagement that Horford brings on the defensive end every night is impressive. Terrific block there.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Graham. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. This is so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, BA, he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Lou Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Pass to Holmgren. The focus from Holmgren there.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Brown inside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
Holmgren with it. Fires for 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Out left to the wing. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And it's Holmgren missing. Boston trailing. Brown with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Here's Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
And Porzingis just pouring it on here from the inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's got 7. To the paint. Here's Dort. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
To the left wing. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Pretty strong and physical that time from Al Horford on the inside.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Here's Williams. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Good on the second one. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half. To the middle. Williams grabs the board. Outside for Dort. Launches a three. The shot no good. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Outside Craig. The three is up. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Pass to Holmgren. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis, the height, the reach, just overpowering.
And he gets it back. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Holiday. Shot clock at 2. Dort for 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Well, the size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. Could be really effective at any position on the floor.
Brown looking around. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Oklahoma City ahead. They lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
26.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And it's Tatum missing. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, B.A., he poured the concrete and the solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. And the sky is the limit for this guy.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Boston making a switch here.
Number 40.
Here's Holmgren. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute. Here in the third. Now Tatum. 10 points for him. To the paint. It's deflected. Inside. Holmgren with a big reach.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Here's Tatum. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage. Thunder leading by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Hartenstein. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Tatum. Dort defending. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Boy, the quickness of that first step. Gilgeous-Alexander going from 0 to 100.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Tatum. Hartenstein pulls it in. Here are the Thunder with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And there's the screen. Pass to Hartenstein. Caruso with it. And Hartenstein gets it to go. Hartenstein's got 6 in the quarter.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
Well, this team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Outside Craig. Four on the clock. He gets it in there.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Fires at the elbow. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And the Thunder lead by 15.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Back to Tatum. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Lots of room. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Pass to Tatum. Outside White. To the inside. Here's Cornette. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pritchard goes back up. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First free throw is good. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. No good on the second free throw. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Here's Wallace. Sinks it from distance. Wallace has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Tatum. He takes it in. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
At the line, Jason Tatum.
And the free throw, no good. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter.
The Thunder, 47.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Celtics trail by 13. Pass to Porzingis. Holiday with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And there's a 3-second violation.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
And here's Holmgren. Dort outside. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Holiday. Pulls up at the elbow. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Excellent shot from SGA. I like seeing them shake loose in the mid-range.
Here's Brown. Another shot. Out to Craig. Brown with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Tipped away. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lobs it up top.
Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Pass to Craig. Fires from deep. The Thunder with the rebound. Now Holmgren puts up a three. Porzingis grabs the board. It's Brown on the wing. Outside Holiday. Back to Brown. Outside Holiday. Now here's Tatum. 5 to shoot. Takes the three. Boston, no good that time either. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Pass to Dort. The three ball. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside Craig. A shot to stop the run. Hartenstein pulls it in. And it's Thunder's ball. To the left side wing. The three from Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren's got 9 points now in the second half.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Left side, Brown. Shot is up. Boston again missing.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Williams' shot is good.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Outside, Brown. Jacks up a three. Hartenstein pulls it in. On offense, here are the Thunder. They've gone on a 13-0 run.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Thunder.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And what a huge performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Back to Holiday. The 3.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Pass to Williams. Holmgren with it. The kick out to Williams. Dort for 3. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
And they came in here with some attitude, and they brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Here's Wallace. Boston pulls it in. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Now here's Brown. Outside Craig. Shoots over Wiggins. Can't connect. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. This one, what?
Always get my way. What can I say? I'm hard to deal with. See that man a day. Either way, I'm still lit. I brought all my with me. They ain't check me at the door. I feel like the 10 man. All they had to talk. She been tweeting like she tough. We gon' catch that outside. I told Brooke get the balloons. We gon' throw her a surprise. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Ay. I got for all dogs. It's a holiday. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Ay. We gon' bring them sparklers out. Time to celebrate. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Ay. I got for all dogs. It's a holiday. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Ay. We gon' bring them sparklers out. Time to celebrate.
They had enough. Every time they threw a party, can't do that sideways. Hyper rock shots this all year. Got that on Winnie Day. Baby Drew, made my name on put. Great digger, same. Hop out with that. Drew just walked inside the party. Got these taking chances. Let her say she spouted up. She sitting the drop on the way. Drew just another. Take let's celebrate. To the beat, don't do the back and forth. Pull up for dancing.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. And here's Doncic. And he lobs it up to the rim. And finished off by Hayes. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
So it's Los Angeles now. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Kicks it to Doncic. He shoots it. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
They give Luka the ball and you know what happens next. Instantly he finds a shot.
Back to Jokic. Out to Gordon. The three is up. It's Hayes with the rebound. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. Coach explained so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, the Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a third or fourth guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number one or number two guy, but you've got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has.
Offensive rebound. Back to Jokic. Over Hayes. And it's Jokic missing.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Hayes, shot's good.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And he gets it to go. Murray's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And he comes up with a bucket. Hayes has got 6 points.
You know, the instincts of Luka Doncic are second to none. Such a natural playmaker.
Out to the wing. Gordon's got space. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to James. To the inside. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Now here's Doncic. A minute 15 left in the first quarter. Can't connect from 14. Outside for Porter. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Hayes. Hachimura outside. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. Offline with a baseline jumper. Nuggets trail by 6. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And again, it's Denver missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. "15 seconds left to play in the first. Hayes misses.
Great box out. Walled him off and hauled it in.
Pass to Brown. Let's go with a 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have really set the tone for the rest of this team.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Lakers on top, leading by 3.
The Nuggets, 9.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Doncic, good.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Back to Westbrook. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Doncic is doubled. Here's Reeves. He's guarded by Porter.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Outside Finney-Smith. Westbrook with the rebound.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Outside Porter to the middle. Here's Brown. Pass to Westbrook. No good. That would have tied it.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Here's Connect. Inside. It's stolen away. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Moving it up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
These are his first free throws of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Free throw good. Saric. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie.
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Into the lineup for the Nuggets, number 15.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's James. Oh, LeBron sending it home.
Well, he's great when he's attacking the basket. That's when he's at his best.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Pass to James. That shot, no good. The Nuggets trail. Now here's Jokic. Back to Westbrook. Takes a 3. James with the rebound. And the Lakers with possession here. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Westbrook right side. Launches it. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Westbrook's got 8 points in the quarter.
You love how Westbrook commits to his selections, not letting anything distract him on the three-point shot.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Reeves. Back to Doncic. Pass to Reeves. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Reeves has got 5.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Now Westbrook. Back to Murray. And here's Jokic from the arc. It's Hayes with the rebound. Now here's Doncic. Pass to James. Reeves with the ball. Back to James. And it's James inside.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Westbrook outside. Off target with the 3. Now Doncic. Pass to Hayes. The shot, no good.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this.
21.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jokic the screen. On the wing, Porter. Still no points. Here's Murray. And he banks in the layup.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. Anything short of that is a failure. Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Murray, no good. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 4. Can't connect from short range. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Fires for 3. Brown's shot is good. Brown's got 6.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the looking like from 3 and capitalized.
And finished off by Hayes.
A beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Now Jokic. Here's Brown. 6 to shoot. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. The drive by Reeves. Hachimura. Doncic outside. Fires the 3. And it's Denver with a rebound. Pass to Porter. Outside Murray. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Five on the clock. The Nuggets need to get one up. James with a steal. Left side Reeves to the paint. And it's Hachimura missing. Nuggets trail by 3. To the left wing. Back to Porter. Screen by Gordon. Porter gets the bucket.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable close-range look.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And Denver making a change here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it. And you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
Westbrook with the miss. The Lakers in the lead. Doncic outside. And he drops that one in. Doncic just got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, Coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
For 3, Westbrook. It doesn't go for him. Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to connect. Back to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Westbrook missing again.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Outside Finney-Smith. Doncic with it. Give him 8 points now. Back to Finney-Smith. Buries it from 3. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
For 3, Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Nuggets trail by 6.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Westbrook's got 11. Here's Connect. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's Los Angeles up by 3.
31.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Los Angeles leading by 3. Down low. Here's Hachimura. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hachimura's got his first points of the game.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Murray with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Denver.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Pass to Doncic. Luka! Lethal!
And look at Luka now getting aggressive at the arc. He was eager to answer that last 3.
Here's Westbrook. James with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Tries a 3 off the inbound. And it's Murray with the 3.
And hey, I mean, Murray will take the corner 3 when it's given to him. You got to chase him off this line.
It's James on the wing. On the wing, Reeves pulls it. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And here are the Nuggets now. 4-point game. Over to the wing. Here's the 3. The shot by Brown, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
High arcing shot. And there's a nice layup by James.
What touch from LeBron. Almost unrivaled in terms of different finishes in the paint.
Here's Westbrook. And he drops it in from the low post. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Yeah, the assertive approach from LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense.
Here's Murray. Good D by Finney-Smith. Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass to James. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Peyton Watson. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is, too.
Hachimura sets a screen. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Hachimura left side. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Nuggets trail by 8. Pass to Jokic. A minute 53 left in the game. Back to Porter. Here's Brown, guarded by Doncic. Goes up at the elbow. Rebound, the Lakers.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Hayes with a screen. In the paint, Luka!
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
And here's Gordon from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Pass to Doncic. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Nikola Jokic. And that one misses. Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Brown. Off target from outside.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
And slam dunk by James.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Lakers.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Graham. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well-deserving of this win.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LeBron James.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Murray, no good. Gordon with a steal. Outside Murray. Screen by Gordon. Pulls up. Can't get it to fall. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.
Because I walk the straight line, I lost my way inside. Out, that's where I go. That's all I know. And let me tell you, it wasn't always this way. I was a young man with a lot to say.